Hey folks, this is Tracy with Scrappy's Rustics. In today's video, it's vintage everything. Vintage frame, vintage rulers, vintage little spool, and some glue, and lots of paint. Lots of paint. Y'all, I suffered terribly with this project, but I managed to pull through and got it done. Now, I pick up these yardsticks as I see them in thrift stores and whatnot, and I cut them to size from this frame. This frame is actually from another project that just didn't work out. I'm starting to think this frame was cursed because it was purple and I had wax on it and all this stuff. I ended up spray painting it black and starting all over. I cut out, I think this whole video was about 5 hours. I cut it down to less than 5 minutes. Ultimately, it went from white to me wiping it off. It went from white and then I did black and I wiped that off and it just was not looking right. So I ultimately came back to it mostly being black with a little bit of the white peeking through and the ornate part on the front. It just wasn't right, and I finally was satisfied with the color it turned out, so that's what I decided to go with. And as I said, I cut these, I think I call them rulers, but they're yardsticks. I cut them to size. I try to use a couple different ones just for a little more interest, and I'm just dry fitting them one more time to make sure that they fit in there and I'm getting them the way that I want them and the way they're facing. So I just used some Gorilla wood glue. The frame had such a thin, skinny little insert there. I was having a hard time figuring out how the heck I can get the glue in there, get it somewhat even without it squirting out all over the place. So I ultimately ended up just putting the glue all around the frame and then using the butter knife, or whatever that thing is, palette knife, to even it out and get off any excess. This did the job. I also cut out a big old blooper where, you know, I put all the rulers in, and I thought it'd be a great idea to flip it over and show you guys. Yeah, that was not a good idea at all. They all fell out. Well, they slowly started to fall out, and then I couldn't catch them all, so they all fell out, and I had to put them back in again. I really think it's the frame, because the last project I had such high hopes for it and spent a lot of time on the frame, and it just wasn't right. Just wasn't right. So all the wax had dried, so I did take it out and spray paint it black, and we started all over. So we did get it to work in the end, and it looks amazing. So now I'm just placing the rulers back in. Now this should have been a super simple project, and I love the look of it. No two will ever be the same. I just think it's unique, and I really like the way it came out. All right, last ruler in. This time I let it sit overnight because I was so mad. I let it sit overnight to dry before flipping it over to show you all. Oh, there we go. And I think I stopped the maybe I don't. Maybe I do show you. I don't think so. So I'm just cleaning up any excess glue. Yeah, there we go. That's the next day. Oh, as dry as could be. And it came out really awesome. So I wasn't sure what to hang in the middle of this because it's so cool. You don't want to really cover it up. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to take an old thread spool, and I'm just going to glue it on there, and then I can just hang a little bit of dried flowers or whatever, little something, just because I think it's a statement in itself. And I just used a little Titebond Quick and Thick, and that is available on our website. We do sell that now, scrappysrustics.com. I love this glue. It's an all-purpose great glue. Why I didn't use it for the rulers, I have no idea. Would have been a lot easier. I don't like glue squirting out, so that's why you always see me kind of taking my time. I don't like to see glue squirting out. I think it just doesn't look good. And we're just going to press it down and let it sit. Be sure to visit our website at scrappysrustics.com. If you enjoyed this video and inspired you, please share, like, and comment. To see more, follow me both on Facebook and YouTube, and be sure to hit the notifications on both so you know when new videos are uploaded. I got lots of good content, and it's a variety of all kinds of stuff. And there we have it with our little dried flowers. Thank you so much for watching. Look at that, it's so cute. I'll see you in the next video.